Well, hello, everybody, and this is Auntie, and we are here to do our review of Love After Lockup, Season 7, Episode 16, Skating Around the Track. Let's do it!
A sweet old auntie. Thank you, subscribers, and my nieces and nephews, and all the y'all who have been here through the long haul. Shall we get into it? Oh, yes, we shall. It's time for auntie to advise. Sweet old. It's time for auntie to advise. Oh, yeah. It's time for auntie to advise.
Happy Sunday, everybody. I see I still have on my little hat. I went to the racetrack today, and I still got this thing sitting in my head. Hey, everybody. Okay, let me take this out. Ooh, ooh, that feel good. I'm hoping everybody had a great Sunday, and you had a great Sunday on purpose. I am on wind down time, and I was like, okay, I got to get out here and get this video done. Hey, everybody. Thanks for your patience and for waiting on me. If you are a member of Auntie's Advice, make sure you got your notification bells on because we got some tea that we need to talk about concerning Married at First Sight. Y'all remember Mecca and Mecca's dad? Well, honey, all the tea is spilling on him. And we're going to go over the documentation together. Seems like he's been a bad boy. He probably should have kept his mouth shut because now all his tea is out on the street, and we're going to be talking about it downtown to the membership as soon as I finish this. So members, turn your notification bells on. And I want to welcome Marley. Hey, boo, welcome to the membership. Welcome to the family. Welcome, boo. This will be your first membership, okay? Okay. So let's get into it, shall we? Let me bring these mofos up on the screen so that we can have a conversation about them. The first couple I want to talk about is Charlie and Hillary. And we have been waiting on them all season. I guess that they are a replacement of the other couple that went off, Carrington and Zay. And so they are a replacement. I think that it's not a good thing to come on in the end because that means that you ain't got that much going on either. But anyway, he tells us about his past and how he grew up with red hair and that, basically he was an outcast and people teased him, but now he's gotten into cosplaying. I don't know who he's cosplaying, but he's cosplaying. He, has a tendency to put eyeliner up underneath his eye and he doesn't balance it out. But anyway, he is dating Hillary. Hillary lived a fast life. She said that she was an actress and a model and all these things. And she, lived that fast, rich life and all of that. And she decided it would be a good idea to have meth in her car. And that ass got pulled over. And when she went to the jail, she started, cleaning up and everything, I guess for good behavior. And she met Charlie, and her and Charlie was, a little bit too friendly with the mops and the brooms and everything. And so basically he got fired downtown to jail, and she of course stayed in. She's about to come out of jail. She's been dating him. He didn't have any money. He also had an alcohol problem. And so we see him with, a whole bunch of guys, and girls downtown to the jail, and they look like Shay. And so, he said that he is sober right now. He's been sober for a while, and he is just waiting for her to come home and to be with him. They're going to be getting married as soon as she gets out of the jail. And then we double back down to her at the jail. She said that she's a Christian right now, and that she is not going to be making love to him until the two of them are married. So I guess that's why they're rushing it. However, she got a little secret, okay? And that little secret is that she has a ex-husband. She's been married 3 times, and she got an ex-husband that she's still been talking to, and he's been sending her $100 a month. Is it a month or a week? Anyway, he's been sending her a little bit of cheese. And so she is conflicted, in this relationship with him. He thinks that he, got the prize, but, he's going to be in for a surprise. How many of y'all know he going to be in for a surprise? Okay, because she is doing her own daggone thing. And she says she a Christian, but she lying. Okay. I mean, I guess everybody can be Christian these days. But anyway, so, she's going through, you know, um, her little thing about what she's going to do when he gets out. And so his friends, we go back down to the bar, and his friends, while playing pool, are telling him that he needs to get a prenup agreement. Okay. Because he has a lawsuit. He was married twice. His second wife passed away from cancer, and it appears that I think he has a unlawful debt or insurance policy or something that he's going to be cashing in. And I'm like, why he ain't got it yet? It don't take that long for that stuff to. Anyway, he says he's going to be getting $200,000, and that she loves him not for his money, but for him because he hasn't told her that he has any money. And then he says that she's going to be working downtown to the local Walmart. Okay. And she's like, I don't plan on working at all because her ex-husband wants her to come and live with her. I think her story is a lie. I need proof. I need evidence. I need something substantial. And I mean, just right now, I just ain't believing what she got going on. But y'all let me know downtown in the comment section whether or not you all feel like she allow, he allow, somebody lying. The next couple I want to talk about is Kaylee and Michael. When we left Kaylee and Michael last week, right, they was, downtown to the restaurant and got into an argument over his money and over these tickets and stuff that she did not pay for him. So when he went to the DMV, he thought he was only going to be paying $1,000, and he ended up paying $6,000 because she didn't do what she was supposed to do. So of course he gets upset about it. The two of them have a date with one another. She throws hot sauce and all kinds of collard green. His clothes look like a daggone soul food menu. But honey, he had all kinds of stuff sitting all on, on his clothes and everything. And she left and abandoned him. So, of course, what did he do? He called his mother to ask his mother if she could come and pick him up because Kaylee had left him. And the mother was like, no, I'm not driving all the way out there. So, of course, he gets back in contact with Kaylee. Kaylee is like, I'll come pick you up. That was wrong. I don't want you, to have to go back to jail all because of an argument. So, of course, she goes back and picks him up. He sits in the back of the car. He's ungrateful. The two of them argue. I'm so sick of hearing the two of them argue over nothing but money. Anyway, she drops him off. The next day she comes back and they playing Sugar Wooga Wooga. I'm sorry. I didn't. Kaylee says that, she did not do what she was supposed to do as far as her finances and stuff. She said she had money that was, saved up and stuff, but she decided that she was going to spend the money on herself. She never had nothing saved up. Thank you so much, Lost but Found 25-F1D for the 199 super chats. He has the face of a supervillain. Need a laugh. Okay. Thank you so much, Boo, for the super chat. So, basically the two of them make up with one another. and she decides that although I have not done what I was required to do or what we promised each other to do, there's no reason for you to be disrespectful to me. And so he agreed on that. She agreed. And I'm just like, okay, you know what? Next. You know what? Here's the thing. I did a review on two interviews, right? That was done. That was done by one content creator, was an interview with Michael, and then the other one was an interview with Kaylee. And I'm gonna tell you, it takes away from the show, in my opinion. I'm not blaming either one of the women about it. I'm just saying, for me, it makes me enthusiastic about doing a review on these people, because now we know their business. We know the outcome. We know how they felt, what was fake, what wasn't fake. He said, she said, everybody said. Like, it just becomes uneventful for me. So I'm gonna move past their asses, because we already know all of their business, and it is what it is. The next couple that I want to talk about, Bonita. Bonita. You know everything, but you don't know anything, in my opinion. You too hot-headed and you speedballing. If you want to catch a mofo cheating and doing stuff, you gotta slow down. You gotta learn how to recline the seat in your car. You gotta learn how to duck and move. You too hyped up based on what it is that you know. And it's irritating is to me. You got the information. You said you can feel the energy, but you too hyped up to find out what's going on. Slow down, boo. Slow down. So she meets Damon downtown at Shake and Bake. Shake and Bake used to be, I guess it's still open. I didn't even think it was still open. But it's a roller skating rink in Baltimore that we used to go to years ago. It was basically a 24-hour roller skating rink. So for them to play like they had special privileges, they're open all day. It's in Baltimore. So I was like, they are, Shake and Bake is still open. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I was going to Shake and Bake 40 years ago. 45, 35 years ago, I was going down to Baltimore, me and my friends, and skating all night. They meet at Shake and Bake. She got her baby with her, and Dior. And she's meeting old Damon down there at the skating rink. So she's in there. Unc is in there. I swear I think Unc are homeless. But anyway, and Unc got to be the mother brother. Y'all think Unc is the mother brother? Anyway, because she halfway look like him. Okay, I digress. So she down at the skating rink. She got her little daughter with her and everything. And she's supposed to be with the mom, but she's so suspicious about everything, she can't enjoy herself. So he is saying that this little girl, that one of Dior's friend, Zoe, was coming. And so Bonita automatically knows, I know all the kids in the classroom names, and she ain't got nobody in her classroom when I do the birthday cupcakes named Zoe. Even when we do the Valentine's Day exchange, and everybody got to buy the little Valentine's Day cards with the candy and stuff, it has never been a Zoe. So she automatically know that the mofo line, because it ain't nobody in her daughter class named Zoe. But instead of her tucking and rolling, you got to tuck and roll. She's spazzing, running in and out the skating rink. Now, when I was going to Shake and Bake, wasn't no ins and outs, but I guess, because they got production with them and stuff like that, they can go in and out. But I'm saying, Bonita, calm down, y'all. Girl, they got me saying true like that. I'm saying, Benita, young, calm down. You can't keep hyping up, missing the cues, missing the opportunities and the moments. You too hyped up. Stand in one place, lean on the wall, grab a chair, do what you got to do. But all of this hype activity, you never gonna find nothing because while you, okay, so she in there, she asked him, who is Zoe? I know all the kids in my daughter class, and there ain't nobody in it. You gonna tell me who Zoe is? So he like, she got a whole lot of friends. How the fuck he know? He been locked up for the last 2.5 years. How you know how many friends Dior got? He may know about some family, but he damn sure don't know about Dior's friends. So Benita automatically knew the mofo was lying. So I'm a responsible parent. I'm gonna stand out here and wait for Zoe and her mother to get here. Benita, it was simple as that, as saying that. Okay. Well, I want to, I want to make sure I touch bases with Zoe's mother's class, with the classmate's mother. That's what parents do when we take our kids to birthday parties. We make sure we know who the parents are. But no, Benita's spazzing out. Something's going on. I feel this. I feel that. He lying, getting on the scooter, and I'm like, why is he kicking on that city scooter? For those of you all know, in the DMV area, we got those scooters, right? They all over, and we got bikes. They sit in these racks. You gotta use a credit card. You gotta use a credit card to pull a scooter out, right? Or the bicycle. Right? City bike share. You use a credit card, you pull it out, you use it, and you can dock it somewhere else, or you could just flat leave it in the middle of the street or the middle of the sidewalk. They have people that come around and collect them, put them back in the racks, and they continue to charge back up. So he's on the damn scooter, right? And he's kicking with his feet. Mofo, that's because you didn't put no credit card in it. You got to put a credit card in it, and then all you got to do is put your foot on the back, one on the front, one on the back, and you just go. No, this mofo is kicking like he in 5th grade on a daggone bike share scooter. Benita sees a car sitting in the parking lot. She asks, whose car is that just pulled up in this empty parking lot? Instead of Benita sitting there or cutting around the corner, he comes out. He trying to talk to her because he told her he wanted her to meet somebody, which I think that he was trying to get up enough nerve for her to meet Goddess. But instead of her being calm and cool and collective about it, she missed the opportunity. I would have been sitting in a cut somewhere once I saw that car pull up. She goes back into Shake and Bake, right? Shout out to Shake and Bake. She goes back into Shake and Bake. She approaches him about it. She hears him giving directions to Goddess because he done hit his car, but needed to figure that he got his car back, right? She putting 2 and 2 together, but she coming out with 14 because she's speedballing to get the answer. Calm down, young. She said 1 + 1 = 3. Come on, Benita. Come on, Benita. If you know 1.1 + 1 = 3, then wait to find the other one. It's right in your face, but because you speedballing and you all hyped up and don't have any self-control, you missing it. She could have easily confronted Goddess. She could have been done with this. But no, she too getting hyped up. She's too hyped the Benita, calm down. So the mother and the father, of course, they in on the bullshit. They go and he finally get Gigi, I mean Goddess, to go and park where she's supposed to park at. The mother and father walk around the back of Shake and Bake to go and pick her up and bring her and talk about you getting a private interest by going through the back door. A Shake and Bake? Okay. So in the meantime, in the between time, he trying to get Benita to calm down or leave. Benita's out front hollering, my intuition, my just tell me this, but yeah, young, but so next thing you know, she pulls off. He on the scooter. He got no credit card to flip the thing on so it can go as fast as a car, just about. And whew, them things be getting it. And he just looking like a butthole. He come back up in there. Goddess ain't the wiser. He's sitting up there talking to his mother, about the scheme and telling his mother that he wants a poly relationship. He had tried to get Bonita to meet Goddess, but it didn't work out. And so he doesn't think that his plan is going, the way he wants. So his mother was like, well, what has Goddess or Bonita said that makes you think that they are with this, right? And so of course he can't answer the question because he just, he got to try to manipulate and do dumb right? But if he was really a man about it, right? He would just flat out tell him, y'all gonna be my, okay? Both of y'all. And if you don't want to be with it, you go ahead on about your business. But anyway, so now he got Bonita done pulled off with her intuition. Goddess is there with Zoe. And I'm saying this grandmother, in my opinion, ain't got no love for them grandkids. I ain't even see him introduce the kids. Goddess don't have any blood, no children by the mom. Little Chloe do. And as a grandmother, it's your responsibility to take care of your grandbabies and make sure that they grow up healthy, mind, body, and soul. She playing with this little girl Zoe. She watching her father cheat with this woman because Dior ain't stupid. When Dior was being asked a question, she shut down. She already know how to hide. But to have her playing with Goddess' daughter for the first time and you don't properly introduce the kids and let them know what's going on is trifling as I don't know what. I mean, that's trifling. And the grandmother need to do better about her grandchildren. And I know you trying to cover your son, but that's unacceptable to have your grandbaby caught up in the middle of watching her father be unfaithful to her mother. Her mother running in and out. So of course Bonita leaves. She like, they think I'm stupid. I ain't stupid. I ain't never stupid. No, you stupid because you don't know how to lay low. You stupid because you don't know how to chill out. You stupid because you don't know how to bring your emotions in to get the job done. Because a woman know how to bring them emotions in. Let me find out what it is that I need to find out. Then I'm going to pop off. But until then, and in between then, I'm going to ride this out. I'm going to keep my head on a swivel and my ears open like Dumbo. I am going to find out what's going on. If my intuition is screaming like this, I got the patience to find out what's going on, Bonita. They got the little girl downtown finding this out. So, how many times has Zozo and Chloe talked? And the bad thing about it is they had a motherfucking Christmas tree up in Shake and Bake. So Goddess comes in. The mother has a conversation with him, trying to act like she responsible and she give a damn. You don't give a damn. And telling him that he need to come clean with them. He need to let them know what's going on. This ain't right. This is too much. But your husband is sitting out there telling us we don't want no drama. Yet he walking just in the back of the daggone Shake and Bake. Seem like you want drama to me, Daddy-O, because you shouldn't even be involved in it. And the last time we saw y'all was talking about God and Jesus. Trying to act like you ain't with this. You with this. I'm sorry, what? So she like, if you don't tell them, I'm going to tell them. Whatever. Mom, you ain't saying nothing. You covering it up because when God has walked up on you and y'all was talking, you say, wait a minute. Hi, baby. You can't be two things at one time. You can have two thoughts at one time. Two things can be right at the same time. But you can only be one person, mama. And that's on everything. That's on everything. Thank you so much, Lost But Not Found, for the super chat. She wake up, turned up like I wish you would. Okay. You must be talking about Benita. Thank you again, Boo Boo, for the other super chat for $1.99. Shout out to the kids just telling the truth. Okay. Let me tell you, I'm like Benita. When my daughter was in school, I knew every kid's name and had met almost every one of their parents. Don't even play. I didn't even play about it. Didn't even play about it. If she had something at the school, I knew every child. Went to PTA meetings and all of it. I did it all with my baby. Okay. I did it all. This is about to blow up. And from the looks of next week, it seems like Goddess already knew about Benita. Because one of the things that Goddess has said, she said, I don't trust a man who got a baby mama. But don't she got like 3 or 4 baby daddies? I digress. I digress. The next couple that I want to talk about is Dia and Cyrus. Now, last week, Cyrus' mother gave Cyrus a wedding ring because she said the two of them had talked and he was talking about marrying her. And then he told his mother, I ain't ready to do it, which I was like, rah, rah, because she doesn't have enough sense, in my opinion, to protect her kids from harm and hurt, but he does. So this week, they left New Year's, the day, New Year's Day, and they riding home and he tired. And she like trying to keep him up and everything, right? Concerned about him. He dog tired. Now the next day, they were supposed to get up, go down to the mother house. Of course, was the mother supposed to see him? One or the other. He was supposed to see his mother. He calls the mother, and the mother was like, my nose is running. I don't feel good. Now, when the mother first came out and said that she had basically abandoned him for 4 years when she was, trying to build her store and all of that kind of stuff, I kind of gave the mother some grace. But let me tell you something. It does appear that there is something wrong with the mother. That she is neglectful of her son, because why wouldn't you see her? He tried to make an excuse for his mother and was saying, everybody is busy. But he really has felt abandoned by his mother. And I was trying to give a woman the benefit of the doubt. But she flipped on him because she found out that he's going to be staying at Dia and not with her. Come on, mom. Come on, mom. That ain't right. That wasn't right at all, mom. That broke his heart. And so now all he can do is go back down memory lane and think about all the times that you won't there. He said, Mom, I think you kind of feeling some kind of way. And she said, well, I did think you was going, come over here, woo dee woo dee woo. Okay, Mom, he didn't. Today is a whole new day. Now, he said that he has anxiety disorder from being in jail and stuff, and probably running drugs and being on the street and all of that kind of stuff, and he kept getting up during the middle of the night. If you don't take your to sleep, when they got home, she had him tucking her kids in. I just was like, girl, why do these women move so fast with these guys that are inmates? By his own admission, he said he ain't never been no good father. He ain't never been no good husband. That's because he ain't never been one. He is overwhelmed by this. He is trying his best to fake this. But I agree with her mother. He ain't going to be around long. This too much to throw him in there. She brought him into the house. He was kind of blasé about the house. He was like, oh, okay, it looked nice in here and everything. They going down to the kids' room. He tucking them in, talking about, you want to be a burrito? You better burrito my child's room. You better burrito. You better taco. You better quesadilla your out of here. But no, she in love with him. She think he gonna be different from the Jaden. Him and Jaden was roommates. They was best buds. So she tells him Jaden sent her a text message. And he trying to stir the pot. Jaden is the pot that you and Cyrus sitting in. This all originated from your relationship with Jaden. He is the pot. Jaden is the pot. Cyrus already know he's playing a game he can't win. He told her, let's talk to your mother tomorrow. So sure enough, mama show up with that crooked mouth. Mama lip on the side be rolling up like a Venetian blind. When mama say certain thing, that mouth rolls up or can roll back down. So he was like, I want to talk to you about some things. And so the mother was like, well, turn around and look me in my face when you talk to me. So Cyrus turned around. He let her know, I apologize for being an a-hole. I don't want no beef with you and stuff like that. And the mother was like, okay, because I looked Jaden up. I looked this whole record up. I ain't do that with you because I wanted to know, but I wanted to get to know you and what had happened. The mother was like, I didn't even know I don't even know why you was locked up. So he tells the mother that, he was, on drugs and selling drugs and got caught up and he had all of these, felonies. He got a lot of them dropped off and stuff like that. So the mother was like, but so are you on drugs now? He was like, no. She was like, how long has it been? I think he said 6 or 7 years. She said, do you have a taste for it? He said, no. I said, you a lie. You a lie. But okay. The mother said, I wanted to get to know you outside of all of that alcohol, that smoking, that all that stuff that was going on. I wanted to get to know you outside of that. So he made his peace with the mother because the mother told him, I don't expect respect. I demand respect. He bit his tongue because I think he could go to, I think that he can go a little bit with his mouth because he not stupid, if that makes sense. I think he can tumble a little bit with mom. Now, would he win? No. Because when you get to be older, more mature, and more wiser, and you done seen the books, okay, it's hard to tussle with the mouth. hmm You may think you won. I had a incident recently with somebody that thought that they wanted to tussle. Girl, girl, she was blip, 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 and it blip, 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 blip. It almost sounded like a Christmas carol. Blip, 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 did it, blip, 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 blip. I walked away. I said, okay, got it. Got it. 2 days later, she wanted to do that little Christmas carol. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And I came out with, we will rock you. She got the shock of her life. The shock of her life. Where you got a woman that's wise and have been up and down the street and yeah, I can't find my baby. Don't even do it. I tried to give her a little bit of grace. And that's what dear mother giving Cyrus a little bit of grace. Because he can't spar with her. He want to come out and be disrespectful. But there's something about it. Now, that ain't to say that they ain't going to go to war with each other. So they got a little hug. The mother went outside. She said, he ain't going to be here long. He know he out of place. The mother was like, he's too young. So all she doing is going to weigh him out. Apply a little bit of pressure, come back off of it and be sweet. The mother got it right on time because I was like, Mama, he just told his mama that he didn't want the ring because he wasn't ready to marry her. So you right on point, Mama. And Cyrus probably feeling like dear mother is looking into his whole soul. Because I'm telling you, if you sharp now and you in your 20s and 30s, when you get to be my age, you're going to be real sharp. You can look in his soul. Cyrus know the mother looking in his soul and his spirit. He know the mother see him. So he treading lightly. But I thought it was good that he told Dia, I want to talk. Let's get this straight with your mother. Your mother can't stand me. Let's get it straight. But then Dia go, instead of her saying, yeah, I think you need it, she go tell me, she don't like me either. Girl, shut up and grow up. Cyrus is more keen, right, to what's going on than she is. And that's her mother. Last but not least, I want to smack the. I got to stand down. I got to stand down. Kirsten. Okay, I'm ready. So, on this episode of Love After Lockup, Season 7, Episode 16, Skating Around the Track, Kirsten was on the phone and Kirsten was leaving the hotel with Brady and the kids. She actually left the flowers that he had given her, the ones that caused her to go into the ice room and get a little quickie on. Kirsten is frustrated because she's not getting her needs met. But she leaves her flowers, she gets in the car, and they're on their way. The night before was a disaster because the girls did not come, and neither did Corey. Now, mind you, please keep in mind as we talk about this segment of Love After Lockup that Kirsten had already said that Corey said to her, I think that when Brady gets out and you really be with Brady, we're not going to be friends. The friendship is going to end. So, as we're discussing this in the chat, keep that in mind. Because now she's riding home. She's got this man who is draining not only her, but her finances. She has to tell the kids, come on, we got to go. We got to take this mofo back to the halfway house. So she takes him back, drops him back off at the daggone halfway house. And I know she put some kaching in his pocket. So now she's driving home. She ain't got nothing but time. Because she daggone sure don't got no money. So she thinks it's a great idea to call Corey. But before then, they stop at a diner, at a hibachi house to have something to eat. She's telling the mofo what to eat because she's one of those nasty women, one of those women that make assumptions that they can reach their hand over and put their hand in your plate or their fork or their knife. So he wants steak and what was it? Steak and shrimp, medium well. She wants it. Well, why would you order that? I'm ordering the same thing. It's the same thing. So what the so he's got to tell her, I'm gonna order what I want to order. I'm not the children. You don't tell me what to order. But she feel like if I get she's one of those type of people that feel like they can eat off your plate. I can't stand people. Don't you ever think you're gonna take your fork and reach down across the table and eat out my food. Don't you ever think that that's gonna happen. But she is telling Kim, look at the menu. Order something else. Get something else you go. Mother, he said, I ain't got to look at the menu. I already know what I want. He said, you too bossy, you too control. And she is. And the sad thing about it is she ain't running nothing. Brady is light years ahead of her in thinking. She's telling him order it medium raw, rare, and he said, no, I want it medium well. He said, this is the second time you tried to control what I eat. I'm not the kid. You're not going to boss me around. See, this ain't Brady downtown at the jail waiting for the phone or waiting to use somebody's tablet to talk to you and making you think you got control over it. This is Brady that's out. He ain't got a pot to piss in and a halfway house that he got. So she frustrated because she done put out with no return. So she get back home. We see her sitting downtown to the house talking about how she's still spending just as much money, if not more, because now that he's out, he wants something because he done told her to make sure she sends something for him. And she said, I ain't got it to do. I can't DoorDash you no Panda Express. I can't DoorDash you no Domino's. I can't DoorDash you no Pizza Hut. I ain't gonna be able to Uber eat no Chinese food over there. She ain't gonna be able to do it. Because her money was already low. And now it's low, 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 low. She's mad at him because she's still paying all the bills, if not more. And she said he was going to give her the soft life. How in the... I got to calm down because YouTube be lying. The soft life. Maybe you mean a hard head, make a soft behind? You know them old wise tales that our grandmother and them used to tell us when they would give us advice and we wouldn't listen. They said hard head make a soft behind. Is that what you mean by soft life? Cause this mofo ain't got nothing. And it's probably hard for him to get something. Plus, have you noticed that Brady seems a little off? He seems a little up and down. Okay. So now she agitated because she done spent her money. The girls didn't come. Don't know if she was able to get a refund because usually with a hotel, you got to cancel within before 24 hours. That girl canceled the day of. So Kirsten tells Brady she gonna go down to Corey's house and confront Corey. He said, leave it alone. She like, who he talking to? He said, leave it alone. Stand down. Don't go over there. Don't start no trouble. Okay, I won't start no trouble. So the next thing you know, she down there. Don't knock on my door like that. She down there at Corey's house. Corey has a beautifully decorated house. Seems like it's peaceful and everything. She come up in Corey's house and say she want to talk to Corey about it because she feel like it was a coincidence that all of a sudden the problem that the girl had happened on that day. It don't make a difference. And everything. So she gonna come up to somebody else's house because she gonna confront her about it ain't about the money. It's about the principal and the girls. So she asked about the little girl. She fine. Everything was fine. The test results came back. They was, negative. She good. Well, I felt like I spent a whole lot of money. Okay. I tried to set up everything for it to be nice. You should have asked me first. You should have asked me what I wanted to do. Well, I felt like, it was another ulterior motive. So Corey was like, let me go get a drink. You want something? You want something? Yeah, I want some. Okay, because yeah, we're gonna need a drink. Corey was so much more gracious than I would have been because she wouldn't have came across my threshold. We'd have been sitting on the porch. Whatever you got to say, we can say up under here while the mosquitoes and everything is biting our asses. You're not coming in my house because you gotta you can't let everybody over your threshold, especially if you want to keep peace and serenity and not be inviting a whole bunch of demons in your house. Because see, Kirsten Kirsten did not have any business being at Corey's house about Corey's kids. But you got this man that you spending all this money for. You got the hard life instead of the soft life, and you think you gonna come down here to my house and bring that chaos and confusion and them devilish spirits down here? We're not doing that. Let's have a let's just sit on the front porch. Matter of fact, we can meet somewhere else so you're not even on the grounds of my house. But Corey said, let's go get a drink. Corey gets a drink. Well, I just, I'm not saying, I was concerned about the girls. I'm not saying anything, but I'm just feeling like, I had made all these arrangements and everything fell through. And I just was wanting to know, what was the real reason? The real reason was that my daughter was sick. But in saying that, they weren't comfortable being around him. And I ain't feel like we needed to take that long ass drive for a man who ain't been in contact with his kids. Didn't I tell you when me, you, and the girls was at the bar that the girls had been saying that Brady had not been talking to them and that he had not had any contact? Didn't I also tell you that mother owed me child support? Didn't we not have this conversation on camera? The girls don't feel comfortable with him. Well, I mean, he just getting out of jail. So, I mean, you could at least give him the respect. Girl, she said what he needed to do, he could be in contact with them. He sure can. He can text them. He can start with text messages and emails. That's how he can create a bridge for them to be willing to cross over. But he don't even pay child support. As a matter of fact, she was just on the phone telling him, you got a child support letter that came in here for what? 35,000, 35, $45,000 that you need to start making payment arrangements on before you go back to jail? Don't you know your whole driver's license and everything you got will be suspended due to child support? Arrears? Well, I'm just saying, I think that he has the right. How is he going to see the kids if you don't take them and you don't make an effort to? Corey said, you ain't going to come near my house and tell me what to do. Well, I'm their stepmother. You pulling the stepmother card? You pulling the stepmother card? Have you ever, stepmama, paid one lick of arrears? What have you done for my kid, for your stepkids? Other than thinking that you did something grand and wonderful because you booked a hotel. Are you kidding me? And now you the stepmother? Plus, Corey said the mofo been lying sitting up there telling her about things that happened between the two of them and said that he was taking care of the kids. She said if I didn't have him, his grandparents had him. You think you know, you have no idea. You don't have a clue about what's going on in this relationship. And you gonna come over here and pull the stepmother card? You'd have lost your... Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Corey said, what you not gonna do, stepmother or no, is come in my house and tell me what you think I should do with my kids. Those are my kids. He ain't never fathered them. So do I need to get up out? She said, yeah, I think that's best. I think she had her little drink. Yup. Yup. I think you need to put your, I think you need to get up out my house. That's what I think you need to do. Because my hands is feeling a little itchy and a little twitchy. And most of the time, the best way for it to stop itching and twitching is for me to ball it in a fist and bust you in your... Get out by my house. Then when Kirsten walking out the door, y'all know what she had the audacity to say? The audacity to say. She had the audacity to say, well, you and Brady work it out. Whatever y'all do, that's on y'all. It should have been like that from A1 day one, from the begin. It should have been like that before you decided to drop your trashy... It should have been like that then. But see, you so desperate and you so broke that you in a chokehold. But you think you gonna come up this month and you gonna break bad up in my house? And you gonna walk up in here, stepmother of the year, and tell me what to do with my kids? Will you marry this by proxy? Kirsten, beloved. You lucky you walking out of here. Kirsten is delusional. And the thing about her and Dia and the rest of these girls is they got mamas who have sat there and tried to speak wisdom in their life and they think they know. You will never see the soft life, Kirsten. Never. You'll have no idea. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. The great 1249. Preach, Auntie. Thank you. Thank you. Boy, I gotta calm down. I gotta calm down, the great 1249. Thank you so much, Boo, for the super chat. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me give y'all a song real quick as we go out of here. Cause I had Lotus found 25, Marley then joined. Let me give y'all a song real quick. Let me see if I can find them. Because honey, I'm just combobulated and I'm let me give y'all a super chat song. Oh no, you didn't. Oh no, you didn't. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much, sweetie pie. Thank you so much to Lost But Not Found and the great 1249 and Marley for joining the membership. Oh my God, thank you. I be wanting to go in, but I be having to be calm because I know how I can be. I'm straight from the and in the hood, you mind your business. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Tamika's Den, for the $5 super chat. This girl makes my blood boil. You are cooking with grease. Nothing but the truth. Break it all the way down to the ground. Love you. Love you too, Tamika. Hey, boo. If y'all are not following Tamika's Den, she does love after lockup as well. Oh my goodness, thank you so much, baby Philly Fox podcast for the $5 super chat. A soft life is reserved for my people who do what they supposed to do. Okay, okay. Thank you so much, baby Philly Fox. Oh my goodness. Okay, wait a minute, y'all. I know I'm gonna probably go get a y'all nerve, but I gotta give them all another song. Okay, wait a minute, hold on. Oh no, you didn't. Oh no, you didn't. Thank you for that super chat. Now let's get on back into this foolishness, shall we? Oh yes, we shall. Yes, we shall. Thank y'all so much. Oh my! Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so it's on repeat. Thank y'all so much, y'all. I'm telling you, when you live in a certain area and you get to be a certain age, you got the right to say what you want to say. But YouTube be like, okay, stand down a little bit. The audacity of Kirsten. She is a control problem. And that's because her life is out of control. Here it is, she's going down there to go and pick her man up, and she ain't even got a car. Everything that she has is dependent upon someone else. Her baby daddy, who she tried to drag about her kids, is the one that fixed the car and tried to fix it and rented her a car. But she can't show the same grace to Corey when Corey girls don't go. It ain't nothing but a night of a hotel. What was it, 150, 125? But here this man rented you a car for the whole weekend. But you decide to get 2 hotels. No. You don't have the right to be in nobody's face about nothing. The soft life seemed like it was with your baby daddy. But you messed that up. Because you wanted Brady, who sat in the car where you were bringing him home throwing up. Was he withdrawn? Have you drug tested him? Do we get drug tested down to him to the halfway house? What Brady on? If at the end of the season Brady back on drugs, Auntie ain't gonna be shocked. She not gonna be shocked. And this man is calling you, asking you for Uber Eats and DoorDash. No. Ain't nobody got this to do. Ain't nobody got this to do. Foolishness. I usually poll y'all every week and ask y'all, what did y'all think this was? I've been so hot and fired up, I didn't even put the poll up. So let me know. What do you rate this? On a scale of 1 to 5 stars, what do you rate this? I'll tell y'all afterward. Red lipstick. I need to send you need to immediately send me your email address, Instagram it to me, because I gotta put you on. Girl, why did we get the daggone tea on Mecca's dad? And I'm doing it in the membership as soon as I finish with this. Four. D. McFarlane. Steph No Chaser. 3. We don't use no 0.5s. Do that over, honey. It either got to be a 4 or 3. Megan, 3. 3. Welcome to the membership. Hi, Danielle on Natural. Thank you so much for becoming a part of the membership. Welcome to the family. Y'all, if y'all haven't already done so, go ahead on and welcome Danielle. So we got a 3, a 4. Oh, this is so close. Oh, this is so close. But it looked like the 3s have won out the 4s. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it looked like it looked like it's almost a tie. That's why I be liking to do the polls. Um, y'all rated it about a 3. It looked like it's more 3s at first, but now it look like it's more 4s. If I had to rate this episode on a scale from 1 to 5, 5 stars being the best, I would rate this episode a 3. I'm with the 3s on this one. It had me heated, but that new couple, this couple right here, where they at, y'all? Where they at? They brought it down. They brought it down for me, and I won't impress with what's going on. And I think that Kaylee and Michael with the makeup, the breakup, brought it down for me. So if I had to rate this episode, I would also rate this episode a 3. But thank y'all so much. Oh my God, another note. Wait a minute, did you already join? Hold on. So we got Marley in the house. We got Danielle in the house. And we got Girl What's the Tea? Girl What's the Tea? I thought you was part of the membership. Welcome, boo. Welcome to the membership. I don't know why I thought you was already part of the membership. Send me red lipstick, please. Send me. We have got to talk about what's going on with Macca's dad. Seemed like he got some issues downtown to the school. Seemed like he got some issues downtown with the school board. Seemed like it's a whole bunch of stuff going on. And we're going to talk about it in the membership. I'm going to give me a little refresher, and then I'm coming back to the membership. Y'all, thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate y'all. Am I talking about who? Mr. Indian Red. Who's Mr. Indian Red? No, Mecca from Married at First Sight. We talk about his dad. Okay. I love you too, baby. Just make sure you turn your notification bells on because we getting ready to go into membership, okay? I love y'all. I'm out of here. Let me refresh. And members, I'll be right with y'all. Love y'all, everybody. Bye.